Hey ladies, welcome back to my channel. We are back with another UNiceHair wig install, and today I'm showing you guys their 13x4 pre-everything lace frontal glueless wig. The texture is a beautiful water wave texture. I have it in 24 inches and in 150% density, and she is 100% human hair. And as you guys can see, I did a side part today. When do I ever do a side part with water wave wigs? I feel like I've been getting them so often, and I always do a middle part, so I just went ahead and gave you guys a side part today. I also did lift up some of the hair as well and kind of did a quick little semi half up half down. I didn't do a full half up half down, and that's for a reason, but we'll talk about that later. But these pre-everything wigs are super popular, and that is because they're probably one of the most beginner friendly lace front wig installs. The lace comes with like this ear tape adhesive that you can use instead of using glue, and also the lace does come pre-cut, pre-plucked, and pre-bleached as well, which is great. So you don't really have to do anything except install. This install is going to be very beginner friendly, straight to the point, and it's not going to be too difficult. All right, so let's go ahead and get started. I'm giving you guys an unboxing as always because UNiceHair sends a lot of gifts along with their wig units in itself. They also do send some extra ear tape adhesive, so you don't have to worry about that because they sent a lot. All right, here is the texture. It's a beautiful water wave texture, again 24 inches, 150% density. Here is a close-up of that lace. She is a 13x4, so it is ear to ear, but she is only 4 inches back, and as you can see, she kind of curves on the side, so you really only have like the center to play with, a little larger than the center technically. She does have the elastic band, the comb, and the non-slip silicone base, which is that shiny thing inside of the wig cap. All right, so first things first, you're going to add your foundation onto the lace, and then you're going to go ahead and throw the wig on. And you guys know me, I like to make sure I get the hair away from the lace, that way I can see what she's truly looking like. We also have to make sure we have a clean space to work with so that we can lay down this ear tape. Alright, the ear tape adhesive is very easy. You guys see that beige strip? Go ahead and peel her off, and then you're just going to stick the lace down into your skin, and it is that simple. The tape is a double-sided tape, so one side sticks to the lace and the other side sticks to your skin. Now for me, honestly, sometimes these ear tape adhesives are enough and sometimes they are not, as far as security wise, but every single time I install these pre-everything wigs, I still have to go in with some lace melting spray because of the way the lace is cut, and it's also not laying super flat. My issue is normally on the sides. They're not laying as flat as possible, so you guys will see me adding a little bit of lace melting spray. Another issue that I have is that the way that this lace is cut, it stops before my natural hairline, so sometimes I have to do a little extra work to kind of camouflage it a little bit. That's part of the reason why I did not tug on the lace to show you guys how secure this ear tape is, because it just was not working out in my favor this time, okay? Also, my sideburns are always in the way when it comes to these ear tape adhesives, so it really just depends. I started to realize that there's like a little bit of inconsistencies because sometimes I'll have more of an issue with these pre-everything wigs versus the others, and I'm not too sure why. But to the everyday wig buyer, I do just want to let you know that if you do not have like my edges issues, my sideburn issues, or anything like that, then I think you should be okay. The ear tape is still good to have. It really does help out a lot because as you guys saw, even with me adding the lace melting spray, I did not have to use a lot of it. I just had to use a little bit just to help the lace lay flatter, just so you guys know. Okay, elastic band is off and I gave myself a side part. Now where my finger is pointing to, that is where the track is. So this is how deep I was able to go. Even though this is a ear-to-ear lace, the way that the lace and the bundles are sewed onto the wig cap, she's a tad bit curved. So this is how far I can go without hitting the track. I just want to let you guys know that way you are aware. So I did go ahead and add some more foundation right at the edges of the lace, and I also added a lighter foundation in my little C part that I did to kind of give the illusion of scalp, and I'm gonna give you guys another close-up. So this is what the lace is looking like now. She's looking pretty good. We don't have to go ahead and add baby hairs, so we can go ahead and move forward. So this is a water wave texture, as I mentioned previously, and water wave wigs are super easy to maintain, and they're super easy to style. So the first thing that I like to do is kind of run my fingers through their hair first, because I already know that there's going to be shedding. How much shedding, I'm not sure, but I like to go ahead and finger detangle and get all the shedded hair out first before I decide to add any water and or product. I'm also going to show you guys how much shedding it did have. In my personal opinion, it was quite more than expected, especially for a water wave unit, and she shed the same amount on both sides. As I continued to style her, the shedding got, less and less. But either way though, the initial shedding, I was like, oh, okay, that was kind of a lot. But anyways, after I detangled the hair, I went ahead and started adding some water into the hair and just working my hands through the hair as well. I did not add any additional product other than gel, and I only added the gel at the very top of the wig. So we're finished. I'm just going to add the gel just like I said before, just to help with the flyaways and just really make her look nice and neat and fresh. Now, I don't want you guys to be discouraged because of the issues that I faced during this tutorial. One thing that I always preach to you guys is that everybody is different, and I'm really referring to like the lace, like the tape and the cut of the lace, etc., and all the little extra work that I had to kind of put in to get the wig to look the way that it looks. Regardless of what a brand promotes, you always have to remember that it depends on you. The brands do their best to try to make a wig that's suitable for everybody, any and everybody, and that's just not the case. That's not realistic. So sometimes you do have to do a little extra work to get the wig to look how you want it to look, okay? So for example, with me adding the lace melting spray, I could have said, nope, I'm just gonna add foundation and just work my way around it, but I know how I want my wigs to look, so I went ahead and I added the lace melting spray, even though I worked with the ear tape adhesive. So I just wanted to throw that out there. As far as the shedding, as I mentioned before, the initial shedding was kind of a lot, but it did get less as I continued to style the hair, which was pretty good. And even though this is 150% density, you guys, this hair was so full, and I think that has to do with my method as far as not adding too much product, because it is a water wave unit. The more product you add, the more weighed down the hair is going to be. So that's why I always go in with little to no product when it comes to these water wave wigs. In general, the install process regarding this pre-everything wig was pretty simple. It was very basic, very straight to the point. I did not take a lot of time doing this, by the way, and the fact that this was such an easy texture to work with, that just made everything better. All right, I just had to add water, a little bit of gel, and I was on my way. Everything will be listed in the description box down below, so make sure you guys check it out. I hope you learned something today. Thank you so much for tuning into this tutorial, and I will see you guys next time.